In Bosnia tonight, scenes from the Trail of Tears as the misery multiplies. Another safe zone is under siege, and the French pressure the U.S. for a deeper involvement. At the O.J. Simpson trial, his doctor says Simpson was physically able to commit the murders. And America feels the heat, record temperatures, deadly results.
This is the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Good evening. Bosnia tonight is the scene of brutality without end. Serb forces are thrusting further into UN safe havens. Tens of thousands are being driven from their homes, desperately seeking refuge. Stories of slaughter, rape, and pillage abound. Around the world now, the fact that this is happening is being called the greatest collective failure of the West since the Nazi blitzkrieg of the 1930s. Our coverage begins with Barry Peterson in Zagreb, Croatia, where the defeated and humiliated UN forces are headquartered.
In a field of tears, their memories of terror and death come pouring out. This is their heartbreak. What am I going to do, she says. I have no one. This is their fear for the men left behind. My family, she says. And what horror brings them to this? Why didn't they kill me, she is asking. Why didn't they kill me? The UN is rushing in food and water and tents, but it's no match for the thousands arriving by the hour. And there is anger at a world that is letting it happen. The UN, he says, they did absolutely nothing to protect us. Serb forces are still on the move, now reportedly attacking a second safe haven, Žepa. The UN's next step is a well-armed, ready-for-battle, rapid reaction force. The rapid reaction force is not going to be fully operational until probably sometime next week. But even then, UN officials are making it abundantly clear there will be no rush to pick a fight with the Serbs. But some countries aren't buying that. The French, who defend Sarajevo day in, day out, are downright anxious to give the Serbs a black eye. Perhaps they understand what the world doesn't, that the Serbs think the fate of a ghost town once known as Srebrenica is an excellent blueprint for all the rest of Bosnia. Barry Peterson, CBS News, Zagreb.
President Clinton is struggling to come up with some meaningful response to Serbian outrages and to a French request for help. There was a White House meeting about all that late today. Rita Braver is at the White House.
The president's top national security advisors converged on the White House to try to map out a Bosnia strategy. Sources tell CBS News the administration is giving serious consideration to a proposal by French President Jacques Chirac that would require U.S. help to reinforce the Bosnian enclave of Gorazda against an inevitable Serbian attack. The French would provide 1,000 new UN peacekeepers in Gorazda. The hitch is the U.S. is being asked to provide helicopters and American transport crews to ferry the French troops in. U.S. forces from Germany would likely be moved to Italy for quick activation.
There is a request, at least a report of a request, for helicopter transport from France. Well, that's obviously something that has to be looked at specifically today, and is being looked at.
It would be a dangerous undertaking because the Serbs would no doubt try to shoot the choppers down. An official said that heavy close air support would be necessary, and there might also be a need for bombing of Serbian ground-based defenses before the operation could begin. Also under consideration, plans to open supply routes and better protect the Bosnian capital of Sarajevo. But complicating the whole situation is that British Prime Minister John Major is apparently resisting any military solution and has called for a meeting of foreign ministers to reassess the role of UN peacekeepers.
And that meeting broke up just a little while ago. Officials here say that the president has now decided to send General Saakashvili, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, to London